Hi everybody, it's Beth and I am back today with a quick project share of some of the decorative blocks that I've made as part of my Kilopad project using this Fall and Halloween stack from Die Cuts with a View. And I apologize, I am holding my camera by hand today so that I can actually move around and show you the different blocks. So hopefully I don't make anybody dizzy. Just the easiest way I could think of to be a little more mobile. So I'm going to start with these letter sets, and I actually did a tutorial on this a few weeks ago. I will link that in the description below in case you want more detail on how I made these. But they are reversible, so they say Happy Halloween on one side and then the Happy Fall Y'all message is on the back side. But I just started by cutting some paper down. I used my silhouette to make a rectangle and then centered my letter within that rectangle and then set the silhouette to cut out both the rectangle and the letter, and then just applied the rectangle background of the paper to my block with Mod Podge. And then down on this block I did a paper strip with Mod Podge and then used vinyl to get my Halloween word. Now the H that would have come out of that rectangle would have been used on a set like this. So I just added the letters that cut out to the blocks again with Mod Podge, and then the Fall Y'all is done again with vinyl. And I'm going to pause and I will show you the back side. So here is the back side of the letters for Happy Halloween, and there's the back side of the paper background that says Happy Fall Y'all. All right, so we are back to the front side. I've also done a smaller set here, and this is a set that I did last fall. I made a bunch of these for our craft shows, and I had 2 sets left, so I wanted to go ahead and include these because they do include some of the fall paper. The only difference is when you turn this one around, sorry, it says Noel, so it jumps from fall to Christmas. And obviously the red and green paper is not from this paper pad, but the front side was, so I did wanted to show that just as another little reversible set that we do. And the reversible sets are nice just because you get 2 holidays or seasons in one piece. Less to store, makes decorating easy peasy because you can just turn it around after that holiday or season. I love to decorate, but I'm a lazy decorator sometimes, so these are perfect. We also have this little autumn set, and these are done on smaller blocks. Not everybody has room for the bigger sets, which are great for mantle or larger shelves, but if you don't have the room, we do try to make some smaller sets that are reversible as well. And you can also use them together because you can see that the papers coordinate. Actually, the papers coordinate. They all from the same pack, so they all coordinate on these examples. But we do try to make some coordinating as well so that if you have extra space, you can use them together. But anyway, when you turn this one around, apologize for my arm taking up the top part of the camera view. But this one then says spooky. So I thought that was cute. Spooky. We have one more reversible set, and that is the stackable set. And it says autumn, falling leaves, and pumpkins on one side. And if I can turn it around without making it fall over, I'll show you the other side. Sorry again for shakiness. But again, this side says Ghost, Candy Corn, and Halloween. And I just cut down my paper to the size of the block front and used Mod Podge to put it on, and then used vinyl for all my words. And then we did some non-reversible blocks. There's this fall block, and I wanted to use some more of that light, it's almost like a yellowish leaf patterned paper that I used in the stackable set on the fall side. And this time I just created a rectangle in silhouette that fit the size of my block front, created the word fall, and arranged it inside of that rectangle. And I situated it a little bit over to the right this time so I could have some room to add some twine to give the block a little bit of depth. And then of course I had the letters left from the inside of that, and I used that to create this square block. So there's my fall letters down there, and welcome is done in vinyl. And then I added the twine up here at the top, and then some wooden leaf embellishments just to give it a little bit more, something a little bit different. And I have two other blocks that I created just for me. Oops. This one I did as a test for a sign that I showed you in an earlier project share. I just wanted to make sure that the white would stand out on this gourd pattern paper on the background. So it says, "Oh my gourd." I love that phrase, so cute. And I love sunflowers, and about now is the time, like towards the end of summer, my garden is going crazy in sunflowers and I start to decorate with sunflowers. So I created this block for me. There's this green and white grid paper as part that was in the pack. And so I thought that might make a good background. And then I stamped a jar. I have a jar stamp set, and so I stamped the jar on the paper and then put the paper on the block with Mod Podge. And then I also stamped a little label and added that to the jar, and this is paper from this pad as well. And then just use some paper sunflowers to decorate the top as if it was a jar of sunflowers, like what is actually sitting on my counter right now. And I will probably go, I don't have any yet, but I think I'm going to get some spray polyacrylic to spray over this to see if that will help protect those paper flowers, because I'm afraid if they get knocked around like in storage that they might start to tear. But that was something a little bit different. So I'm excited because I was able to, other than the blocks, the two that I made for myself, I was able to make several of each of these block sets. So not only did I use up a lot of paper, but we also now have a lot of inventory for our fall craft shows and for our Etsy shop. So that's always a good thing. I would like to know from you guys what your preference is, because our customers are pretty divided between this clean look of just the letters on the wood background or the paper background with more color and more pop. This is preferred, but not by a whole lot. We do still sell a lot of just the letters on the background. So what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer just the clean letter or the paper background? Let me know in the comments below which of those that you like. I prefer this, and I don't know if that's just because I am a paper addict and love paper and color. So this is definitely my favorite. But like I said, we do have a lot of people who prefer more of a clean, sleek look. So it's actually a win-win because we can cater to both personality, decoration types, and then also it gives us a little more mileage out of our paper. So, but let me know. I'm just curious what you guys think. Let me know your preference below in the comments. Hopefully you've survived this shaky video and I didn't make anybody dizzy or sick. If you liked what I was able to make so far as decorative blocks, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so, because I do have several more project shares coming up of the fun things that I was able to make from this pad. I thank you guys who have already subscribed, and I thank you guys who have stuck with me through this, what seems like a very long project, killing this pad. But like I said, stay tuned. There's more fun stuff to come. Thanks again, guys, for your time today, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.